Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and in this video, sponsored by the makers of Call of Dragons, we need to talk about an update that's in Call of Dragons that also could have a big impact on those of you that watch Rise of Kingdoms on this channel as well. Both of those games are made by the same folks, and I love this change. And often we see things go from one game to another. Let's talk about what's in front of us here. This is an exchange store for the Zenith of Power. And, okay, in this game, it's called Great Heights. This version of this event is called the Heights of Power. And it's different than the Great Heights event because normally for your rewards, we're used to seeing like, yeah, the top X number of people get a permanent version of the theme. I thought it was 20 people in this game. But it looks like this time around, it's the top 10. And if you're rank 11 through 20, then you get a 30-day theme. Now, in Rise of Kingdoms, it's just top 10. They get a permanent theme. If you're 11th, too bad, so sad, sucks to suck. But this is a different version. Let me explain. You see, there's a quest, and this is a repeatable quest. For every 5 million power you gain, you get a Seal of Power. And so although we're used to gaining some amount of power, a small amount, 1 million power, to get, you know, a couple legendary tokens, which is great. You want to get those. Everybody should go and get these, okay? What's new, what's interesting, what's novel is the Seals of Power, because you can get those Seals of Power and then go to the exchange shop. Now, even if you don't win the theme, but you train 30 million power or gain 30 million power, you could exchange for the city theme. That's really cool. And if you win the city theme, you can get an adornment, which is even more stats. And who doesn't want cosmetics? It's 2025. We're gamers. It doesn't matter what the cosmetic is. People want it. So I actually think this is a huge W for many reasons. The biggest reason why this exchange store is a fat W is because the number of people who've gotten 11th and quit the game is just jaw-dropping in Rise of Kingdoms. Because the level of feel bad, literally, I do not think in the history of my time gaming have I seen a greater feel bad than saving for however long you save. You make a huge power push, and then you get 11th in the Zenith of Power and Rise of Kingdoms. Or here, it was 21st, I think, for Great Heights, right? And in this version, it would be 21st unless you train enough or gain enough power. I mean, at the end game, it's all just training troops, but whatever. If you gain enough power, so 30 million power, that's 5 million power per, what are these called? Seals of Power. 5 million power per seal, 30 million power gained gets you 6 of these things. You can get the theme. I love this because to me, 30 million power feels super reasonable. It feels like a reasonable number to gain to expect such a rare item. I'm sorry, but that's maybe just the way my expectation has been set and the way I've experienced it, but that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I think that this exchange store solves an amazing problem that is in this genre and has been for a while, which is not making the cutoff for a city theme where it's either win or lose and there's no in between. Here's your in between, okay? And if you were getting the city theme anyways, you get a freaking cosmetic. And if you weren't, if you train enough, you can guarantee you get it, which is a W. Which means if this is always the way it works, okay? If it's always now Heights of Power, and this isn't just like an anniversary thing, first of all, I think that would be the fattest W from the developers. I love that. But also, it means that when you plan to push, you need to plan to be able to make 30 million power. Because in a worst case, you get the theme. In a best case, you get the adornment. Seems like a win. Assuming this is the model going forward, and I hope that it will be. But there is a catch. There's always a catch. These seals disappear at the end of this event. So what that means is that you need to train your power and use them. So you can't do this over time and then sometime one of these shows up and cash in your 6, seals for a theme you want. I personally think that would still be a fat W. I actually, unironically, do not think that these items need to be scrapped. And I think it will be super cool to be able to, over time, feel like you're getting value. But that is a jaw-dropping amount of value, especially compared to, in my opinion, kind of where we were at before. So, long story short, I think this is a big W. And that, look, like I've been in a kingdom in this game with people who pushed over 60 million power, I think, and they didn't get the theme. But in the, new version of the world, you could train 60 million power and not only get the theme, you'd also get the adornment. Whereas before, you might have been boxed out. And look, different continents are more competitive than others, but I think this is a W. I also think that you at least have some options here. 10 legendary hero tokens, so 5 million power for 10 legendary hero tokens. So if you train 25 million power, you don't care about the cosmetic. I mean, look, I think you should absolutely care about the stats over here way more than you care about the legendary hero tokens. We have no clue if adornments will ever return. So if you get this theme, you may never be able to get this adornment ever again. I do think a cosmetic shop in the future would be a cool solve for that. But the point I'm trying to make is if you have enough to get the theme, you get the theme. If you have the theme already locked up from your ranking, then you get the adornment. Wait until, when do you wait until? When do you cash out of this shop? Like you want to know that you definitely got the ranking, but the exchange shop closes. Oh, it starts. Good. The exchange shop starts when this event ends. Perfect, well designed, good. Okay, so when this event ends, you'll know how you did. Then you go to the exchange shop, you get your stuff. GG, I love it. I think this is a great change. I am very happy with this. I'm so happy with this. I actually hope and pray that this comes to Rise of Kingdoms as well. Whoever cooked this up is a genius. Sometimes I have genius suggestions that I've passed along to the community managers, and I feel very heard. In fact, the community managers for this game do an amazing job, actually, of listening to and receiving feedback. I know not everyone feels that way, and not all feedback is delivered constructively. So, take that with a grain of salt. But, like, I'm actually not trying to just glaze the developers when I say that, like, this was not my idea, and this is sick. This is so cool. I wish I had thought of this. It's like so obvious in hindsight that, like, yes, you don't want people who got 21st to feel awful when they actually put up a huge score. I love this. This is an amazing change. Well done. From here, there's a bunch of holiday events, and the only reason I have not been making more videos about Call of Dragons is because I just wrapped up like 2 back-to-back insane hell fights in Rise of Kingdoms that were so fun. They're hell fights in a good way. But now I need to catch up on all the things. So I will probably do a separate video where I smash my way through the lucky flip. I do plan to do that. Mating season event is here. This lets you mate a couple pets. I think for a very brief moment in time, there may have been a way to end up with a 1 skill slot pet, which was completely OP for building a 2-star skill. But I don't think you can do that anymore, which, I think for game balance reasons makes a lot of sense. But the mating season event plus the pet party is pretty legit. While we're here, why don't we go do my magical memories, all right? And then probably in another video, we'll go in and do my lucky flips. Let's see how we did this last year, okay? You can share your memories with others. I sure will. The memory montage. BDO Chisgule. Let's freaking go. I joined League of Order. It's true. In 2023, I joined League of Order, but I am not League of Order now. Your boy Cheese is using Wilderberg, all right? You spent 1,162.09 hours online, an average of 109 minutes per day. Oh my God. Oh my God. 191 minutes per day? People don't understand how much work it takes to be a YouTuber. Because you're not just like playing games, you like also have to make content and be a content strategist and a author or a writer and a artist and thumbnail designer and. An average of 2 hours a day plus, right? Technically 2.5 hours a day. You know what this really is, though, is like some days are maintenance days that are really low, and there's war days, which are insane. And oh, look, on the topic of insane war days, I'm actually really proud of this. I'm actually unironically super proud of this because, yes, I play very seriously, although this 17 hours in one day. 3/12/2024. Oh my God. I think this was when we were fighting against the MILF folks. God, I like only vaguely remember the names of the alliances that were there, but like a whole bunch of the folks that we fought against ultimately joined with us and are like super homies, man. I love these guys. Freaking love these guys. They were insane to fight against, and I'm glad they're our friendos now and we're in the same alliance. Oh my God. Yeah, I remember. What a day. The unironic biggest comeback I have ever participated in my mobile gaming history was in Call of Dragons with BDO. That was insane. Through your painstaking efforts, you've gathered. Honestly, I'm a little bummed with my gathering. I have not been as good as I have been in the past, truth be told. It just is what it is. This is not my best work, but it is pretty damn good. Is it good? I don't know. How did other people do? You reached a total of 2.7 million gems this year. Infernal Flame obviously is my most used artifact. Goldcrest Delta Red. Oh my God. 157,000 damage in a single blow. And of course, Lilia is my most deployed hero. Bro, Lily Velen was the GOAT and still is. Dude, I really like the art on this yearbook. This is really nice. You banished Dark Forces 13,350 times. You brought the Flame Dragon one time to heal. Okay, look, don't judge me, okay? Moon Bear was my most captured pet. Look, every time I talk about my Moon Bear, I'm like, I'm really proud of this thing. And then other people are like, yes, Chisgule. Other people are afraid of your Moon Bear. Really? Yes. Okay. Hopefully I get to use it this season. Magic units made up most of my legions. You fought 155,527 battles and claimed, that's a lot of kills, 319 million. On 12/1/2024, you emerged victorious from a fierce battle and gained 6.3 million merits. You know, I think people don't realize this about my gameplay, but I tend to underperform in the maintenance war and maintenance ongoing fights, but for like big pass openings, I just show up, man. Absolutely monster performance in like a 24-hour window. When like a new zone opens or especially the Dragon Zone, I freaking pop off. That's what I do. But then everything in between is like, yeah, you know, I should probably show up more and do more stuff, and like I do when I can. But like when it's time to throw the heck down for big fights, I'm there. That's really cool. I feel like the metrics in this yearbook are actually very interesting to me. I really like this yearbook. You started by joining Blood Oath, and you spent most of your time with Blood Oath. You formed a firm bond with a murder of crows, messaging them frequently. I have absolutely no idea who this is. Literally. I should. I don't. I'm confused. Actually confused. You fought shoulder to shoulder with Fierce Stein through countless battles. Okay. I don't know who this is, man. What? All right. What am I gonna be? I'm gonna be the Grandmaster Gatherer. Confirm. I think it's more funny if I pick that title. Look, see, they even think I'm good at war, but bad at gathering. So yeah, I told you my gathering is not what it once was. Social ability, this is true. That's why I don't even... The person I talk to the most, I actually have no clue who they're talking about, bro. Literal no clue. Okay. That's awesome, man. Huge. Huge. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. Big thank you to the makers of Call of Dragons for sponsoring this video. I'm really happy about a lot of the stuff in this video. Some number of people are going to be like, Chisgule is just glazing the devs. But if you're subscribed to my channel, you know that I give like pretty honest and fierce feedback, and I share how I feel. I feel like, look, maybe I've just done this event so many times and seen so many first place losers. Like, congratulations, you were the first place loser. You got 21st, right? Like I've seen that so many times that like this right here is this is a masterpiece. And like good game design should be simple. This is so simple. I actually am upset with myself for not thinking of this and suggesting it. Amazing. If you enjoyed the video, throw a like on here, subscribe. Till next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everyone.